ice cake. So I'll be doing a speed build of my kitchen for my new house. I'm sorry I haven't been uploading often. I've been a little bit sick and under the weather, but I will change that and start videotaping in advance. So let's get to that speed build. Alright, as you can see here, I have not touched anything, so we have a lot to work with, you guys, a lot. So let's get to it. Alright, so I start off by deleting all of the unwanted items, which I regret dearly later because I needed some of those items, but that's okay. I don't mind. And then I was kind of indecisive on what floor I really wanted. I wanted to leave the walls white just because it looks nice and fresh. So as you can see here, I bought a stove and a stove cover, and I was like, oh my goodness, why did I delete it in the first place? Here you can see that I chose the modern counters and the modern setup. So I did do a little bit more luxurious fridge because it's gorgeous. I did have a hard time with these counters, and also I had a hard time with the cabinets because I kept getting them confused because they look very similar in build mode. And so then I wanted to do something a little bit like modern and cool, something I haven't really seen. I'm not really looking at a reference photo, you guys. I'm really just winging this all. So I decided I wanted some shelving up here, so I did some brick lay, which was a pain in the butt, you guys. I really should have done the brick lay before putting the counter or the cabinets down, but it was something else, I'll tell you that, you guys. So here I'm just trying to level it all out. I kept having a hard time jumping up and putting them there, but we got through it eventually. So I also had this like vision of like 4 section like I don't know, like cabinet type thing that held like pots and pans and plates and stuff like that. So I had this like little mini envision, which was probably my most irritating envision of all. Um, so I was like, this took forever, you guys. It really did, and it was so frustrating. This is like obviously sped up, but it was aggravating. But I got through it for you guys. I really wanted to do this build, and I really needed to do this build. But it was. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be doing another build like at least like this one with the cabinets because it was really aggro, you guys. Very aggro. Um, but I got through it. I really wanted a pizza station too because I love pizza and it's so easy to make and so easy to do. Plus, a lot of people come into my house to use my house, and so I wanted them to be able to access food and some drinks and stuff like that. I did look through the donut aisle because I was like thinking, I'm like, maybe I'll do donuts, but I'm like, nah. So then here I am adding the pots and the pans inside the cupboard. Um, Super cute. Those were also aggravating because they were various in size, and then I didn't want it to look weird. Um, on the shelf. So yeah, here I am coloring the shelving. I wanted the shelving to be 2 different colors, so I wanted the horizontal lines to be lighter than the vertical lines. So here I am coloring those. I think it's like the light beige color. I think it's very universal for most builds. I love that color. I use that color a lot because it's very like it's not white where it's like in your face bright, but it's a nice color. barren to me, so I thought maybe adding glass would be cool, but it was just so thick that I didn't like it. So I thought, okay, maybe a barrier, because barriers are great for having thinner glass. But then I had to adjust a few things like the pots and the pans so that they weren't poking out of the glass. Here I'm adding coffee machine. I added cute little like island thing, and so then I added the coffee. It was super cute. I loved it. So I thought about doing a rug, but then I changed my mind. I'm like, ooh, it'd be cool to make it as like a kind of maybe like a backwash for the kitchen, and it actually turned out real great and real pretty. So I loved that. Now on to the pantry doors. I was kind of indecisive of what I really wanted to do, but I finally decided I wanted a see-through door, and then I was just going to build walls up around it, which ended up being the best option for me. Chairs, I'd use these cute little modern black chairs to stick out since we've been using reds and whites and beiges. So I really liked those. So looking at the table, I thought that it was way too tall, so I decided to lower the table legs, and I had to lower the glass barriers so that they would fit properly onto the table and they weren't floating. Here, I'm just adding some final touches, adjusting the chairs, and I was gonna add some placemats, but they were just looking too wonky, so I decided not. And so then I added a beautiful book instead. So then here I am working on the pantry. So I wanted to do some like shelving units with some like little goodies. I tried doing it this way, but I'm like that's gonna be way too thick. So we're gonna slim her down. So decided to just do regular bricks and line them up. Here I'm just adding a little bit of goodies so that it looks more like a pantry and like a shelf. So I added some bread, some ketchup, mustard, just some cute basic things. Some bottles, which ended up really cute. I love the cute little barrels. I think it was a nice touch to add them. So then I also decided to put a sign up that says pantry so people wouldn't get confused of what that room was. Alright, you guys, so this is the final project. She is so cute. I love this kitchen, you guys. I know that it's not perfect, but I love it because it is my own. And thank you guys so much for watching, and please like and subscribe. I will see you later, my beautiful rice cakes.